This boy right here slashed his two teenage brothers' throats and killed them, and he was arrested this week. And he had some pretty surprising and appalling behavior in court. 23-year-old Seth South was arraigned in Kitsap County Court after he was charged with killing his two brothers, 16-year-old Sebastian Bass and 17-year-old Scotty Bass. The teens were reportedly found deceased in their home that Scotty shared with them near Paulsbo, Washington on Wednesday night, and both of the brothers had knife wounds to their throats. Seth was dragged out of his truck on State Road 410 near Bonnie Lake at about 10:30 p.m. that night on Wednesday, and he was allegedly on his way to kill yet another sibling. So today in court, despite the fact that he was shackled, he appeared to make a sudden move to escape court, but officials instantly restrained him. He also made a wild outburst as the court was talking about giving him a competency evaluation. He stated, "I can give the answer right now. Nobody would disagree with me. Like even the people I typically..." And then he was interrupted and his lawyer cut him off and made him quit talking. It's not quite clear what he was trying to say or the point he was trying to make, or if he was trying to admit to the crimes he did. Nobody knows. No motives have been shared just yet by police, but it definitely sounds like he had some mental issues. Prosecutors said that Seth called 911 at about 3 p.m. that day to report that one of his family members had slit their throats before the call went silent. The dispatcher said she then heard some kind of fighting or argument in the background, and then it went silent yet again until officers arrived to the scene. Police then found Scotty Bass lying face down in a pool of blood with a kitchen knife nearby, and he had wounds to his neck. Sebastian was reportedly on top of the staircase, and he too had wounds on his neck and was in a pool of blood. And next to him, there was a handgun on a nearby table with a magazine and bullet next to it. Detectives later learned that Seth lived in the home with the two brothers, but when they arrived to the scene, he was nowhere to be found. Reportedly, Seth's grandfather told authorities that he called Seth because Seth's mom asked him, the grandfather, to call Seth. So he did, and Seth allegedly told his grandfather, "You're either with me or you're against me," and he also told him that he killed the boys. Now, his mom said that Seth told her he didn't kill the boys, but his stepdad, or her husband, said that Seth told him, the stepdad, that he killed two people, so the two people he killed would have been the stepdad's sons. Seth also allegedly told a friend that he was headed to Missouri to kill another one of his siblings. They were lucky. Police eventually put out a warrant for Seth's arrest, and there was a statewide alert sent out to find his Toyota Tacoma truck, a Bolo. Pierce County Sheriff's deputies eventually spotted Seth's truck on State Route 310 near Bonnie Lake, and they threw stop sticks in order to deflate his tires. They were finally able to get Seth to pull over, and they took him into custody. Police said there was blood on his shift knob as well as in the driver's seat, and bloody clothing was also found in the truck. While he was being interviewed by detectives, he allegedly admitted to stabbing one of the teens, but he claimed that the one he killed had killed the other brother, so almost like he killed him because he killed somebody. Does that make sense? Seth then allegedly attacked a detective when they tried to re-handcuff him, and he gave that detective a cut on his head. He was charged with 2 counts of second-degree murder, and he was also given an assault charge for hitting the detective. The judge did order him to have a competency evaluation and ordered him to stay in jail, luckily. He now faces 2 life sentences for murder plus 5 years for the assault charge, along with $110,000 in fines if he is convicted. He is due back in court later this month. This is so sad, and it definitely sounds like he had some mental issues. My heart and prayers go out to all who knew and loved the brothers that were killed. Family violence is happening way too frequently lately. For more true crime, don't forget to give me a follow and to check out my website at www.truecrimewithmegan.com.